Kapla Warriors, today is a good day for bread. I made some bread today. It was good, but it wasn't quite what I wanted. I really want some sourdough, but I don't have any starter right now. But it was still good. I scored it with an N for Nikke. So I'll post a picture of that. It turned out pretty good. I underbaked it a little bit, which isn't the worst thing because I do tend to like it on the underbaked side, but it didn't get quite as good of an outer crust as I would have liked. So, plus I was in a hurry to bring it out, take it out of the oven so I could eat it, and I tend to do that. I have my peach basil soda with me today. I've never had it before. I hope it's good. I saved it to open, hoping you guys would be able to hear it. Did you hear the shh? All right. Smells good. I'm hoping it's not like totally artificial, but you know. Interesting. We shall see. Not SW. Mac, it's really hard to do. I am not skilled enough with the lame to make an S. I have tried doing curvier designs before. I need to practice my scoring art, my bread sword art. Because otherwise, yeah, I would have done like a pilgrim, or the pilgrim logo, but I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just do an N to start. Or it's an N for neon. Anyway, my 3D model is fixed. The problem was it wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi. I thought that I had checked that first thing, but apparently I did not check it correctly. And so, Braven, are you, is that like a specific pie or more like a general, like a Reese's Pieces chocolate pie? You know what I'm saying? I love peanut butter pie, so a vegan Reese's Pieces chocolate pie would be my life. Oh, thank you, 1F. Wow, okay. That's how I am every day, 1F, actually. Every day since, I don't know, 12. All right. I really want a vegan peanut butter pie for my birthday, but I think I'm just gonna have to make it myself. Yeah, Reggie, it's pretty good. Wait, is that a new one earlier this year? Because there was one introduced like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was just okay. Is there an updated version, Reggie? Usually the problem I find with the vegan peanut butter cups is the chocolate part. It's often too thick or it's too crunchy because it doesn't have the milk from the milk chocolate, and so it's not as soft and melty. All right, so anyway, Pride Wins review for Anise is out. Oh, that sounds great, Shink. I've never been to Buc-ee's. So she is triple SSS tier. Oh god, I choked. SSS tier in all 3 categories. And that makes her the second ever after treasure item Moran. So, yeah, will Neo Neon also be triple SSS tier? Hold on, I gotta get some water. My throat feels weird. Heh. Sorry. I don't know why. All right. So, my plan for my vegan peanut butter pie for my birthday is I will make a crust from either Ritz crackers or pretzels, then a thin layer of vegan chocolate ganache, then the peanut butter cream filling, and then some whipped cream decorating the top. That is my plan. Haven't decided on what else will go into the filling besides peanut butter. I don't know, the vegan cocoa whip is pretty good. And especially if you mix it with peanut butter, I think that would take care of any other taste. Reggie, you could just use chocolate and vegan butter or vegan heavy cream. Vegan heavy cream's pretty easy to come by these days, actually. I don't know if I like this soda. Jack Tricks, I mean, they all pretty much agree. So, let us continue.
All right, moving in. Encounter.
Yes, out of context. The problem is I will never be able to let you guys know when I make it because that will clue you into when my birth month is. Birth month is a secret. Maybe I'll just make it and I'll take a picture of it. And then on some holiday like Christmas or something, I will show the picture. Oh, ... dots right off the top. Number 1. Oh, that makes sense, Braven. I could do it. Wait, when the channel also April? So, yes. All right. Continuing.
You look like you have a lot on your mind. Ah, well, indeed. Feeling pushed around by Mirror?
This tastes like neither peach nor basil.
You lost so many of your clones since that day. All of you lost a great deal of strength. Meanwhile, the Queen got a clean slate. And Mirror's been glued to her side, watching everything unfold.
I don't even know what this tastes like.
There's bound to be a gap in our intel, don't you think?
Number 2.
Mirror wants to see where things are at for you all. Whether you truly have the power to stand against the Queen.
I've got the power.
Stand against her? No. We're going to kill her.
Recipes, it sounded good to me, but it doesn't taste like either of them.
If you have what it takes to be the ones who kill the Queen, Mirror will offer even more help than she does now. But if you're not...
No doubt she shall cleave to the Queen's side without a moment's hesitation. That much I know.
Right. So don't disappoint her. She's devious.
Wait, was there a third one, Prefa? Did I miss a third one?
Having her as an ally is always an advantage.
Art thou not speaking rather too much?
Oh, don't you worry. Mirror probably sent me to see you off just so I'd tell you all this. She loves making others do the talking for her. She fancies herself a puppet master, pulling strings from the shadows. She's devious to the core, that Mirror.
Kinda like Dumbledore.
On that, I concur.
Nayuta.
I love watermelon mint recipes.
What troubleth thee?
I miss, like,
Explain how
the
you came to know
watermelon
this
mint
Mirror.
feta salad. There's
She
no
says
good
she's
vegan feta
helping
that I'm
us.
aware of. But I
But
actually
she's
haven't
more
tried a
like a
vegan feta in a
Rapture
long time.
strategist than anything else. With
Maybe it's
how
better
she
now.
talks about creating Liberalio, she's clearly been around for a long time. That means she had a significant hand in humanity's destruction.
Word.
How did you end up allied with something like that?
What a predicament.
Number 3 or 4, Prefa?
If I were to lie,
What I count as 2 is
wouldst
3. Okay,
thou
so this
let it
is
pass?
5. No, 4. Jeez.
Fine. I'll
Four,
believe it
four,
even if
four.
it's a lie.
What an even greater predicament this is.
5.
'Tis a
Wow, this
simple
is-
enough tale.
It's quite a few for such a short
When mine
amount of time.
replicas did roam the surface in great numbers, seeking a means to fell the Queen, 'twas young Lady Mirror who first approached me. By means of a nearby rapture, she did drive a corrupted thorn into me.
What?
Fortunately, I am possessed of some small skill in the handling of nymph. Should the corruption be minor, I may address it by excising only the corrupted nymph.
You heard me,
The
Mac.
drawback is that much information is thereby lost. Yet I at least evade utter corruption. Young Lady Mirror witnessed this and did propose a deal. Having observed mine replicas that did linger nearby and the treating of my corruption, she divined the extraordinary nature of my ability and put forth
Man,
her
that sounds good.
proposal.
Recipes.
'Twas a deal to strike down the
I love
Queen
feta.
together.
I love feta.
I knew
love
full well the sort of being young Lady
Manchego.
Mirror was.
I love Havarti.
How grave
I
a
love
threat she
raclette.
doth pose to humanity.
When will the vegan
How
cheese
much
be
suffering
good?
she hath wrought.
I've had some that are pretty good, but they
Even
can't
so,
compare to real cheese.
I joined hands with her.
Why?
I coveted the knowledge too greatly to forego. However many replicas I may possess, there is no means of learning the Rapture's inner affairs. Thus I joined hands with her, and much was brought to light. 'Twould be a falsehood to claim I felt no self-reproach over that decision. Even so, to secure victory, I shall stoop to any deed.
Is Nayuta lying here?
Any
Because
deed
she and Red Shoes were both
whatsoever.
part of ETC, so she must know who Red Shoes was.
I had thought thou
Right?
would speak
By the
of
way,
the
number
path to
6.
victory, yet thou dost refrain.
I actually haven't tried Aldi's
How
recipes.
unexpected.
Good tip.
And are you sure you're okay?
I've had some vegan mozzarellas that are good if they're pizza. 7.
Very well. I
Like,
respect
but you
your
gotta
decision.
have toppings. Like, I wouldn't have a cheese
Many
pizza of
thanks.
it, but if you have toppings, then it's decent. 8.
We're here. There's an underground tunnel from this point that'll get you out quickly.
I think it was the Follow Your Heart brand? No.
safe.
Well, dang, I can't
And-
remember.
If Scarlet happens to wake up, don't mention me.
That
Oh, geez,
matter
sorry.
will not be
Hold my
resolved so
earbud out.
swiftly,
Oh,
but
God.
very well.
Oh,
All
no.
of you,
Jeez.
get moving.
Uh-huh.
Ego Vista has caught your Damn it.
Huh?
Oh, no. Number 9. Number 10. 11. Woo! One more, baby. Whoosh. The sound of something tearing through the air echoes from the distance and rapidly approaches.
What sound be that?
This complicates things on so many levels. Let's evade for now.
We can't exactly run from something if we don't know what it is.
Just run.
Whoosh. Boom. Something enormous slams down. The ground splits and nearby buildings collapse. Snow White stares at the massive wall blocking her way. A towering wall, smooth and flat. Crack. The wall slowly lifts, revealing its end. It tapers gradually to a point.
A sword?
A sword.
A sword? A sword, you say? This?
That's fair, Prefa. Hey, Justbert. This time it comes down aimed directly at Snow White. 7 dwarves unleashes fire. An explosion hits the descending blade, knocking it off course. Snow White quickly takes to higher ground. Beyond the dust cloud, the vague silhouette of a giant approaches slowly.
A sword strike? From that distance?
Snow White stands ready with 7 dwarves, waiting for the dust to clear. As the dust thins, the giant's silhouette appears. Number 11. A wide-brimmed hat, a single sword, wings on her back. 12. Snow White stares vacantly at the form, an unmistakable imitation of someone. And just like Altruria, this doppelganger before her provokes a great sense of rage in her. This is sacrilege! A desecration of her comrades who risked their lives in battle. Snow White's eyes blaze as she clenches her teeth. Without any further hesitation, she unleashes her attack.
I'll kill you! I'll kill every single
This music
one
is
of
so
you!
good for my steps. Oh, damn it. Please don't stop the music, music, music. Fine. Be that way. Oh, shit. Wait.
The straight forward of my people fire.
Huh.
I will finish this quickly.
Wasn't Ego normal size in the trailer for these chapters?
You're staring a bit too intently. Reloading.
The straight forward of my people's affection.
Aw, shit. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, guys. I was reading the chat. I was also trying to see the hat. Now I see the hat. Where's the hat?
the strength of my
I will finish this quickly. Reloading. Behold, the strength of
No water. Yeah, I just got distracted. As I do.
the strength of my With this, we're one step closer to our dream.
I swear? Oh god. Ew! 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 Ew!
Splendid. Truly splendid.
That's horrifying.
Never have I fought so earnestly. Not since the day of my birth. No, admittedly, I am newly born into the world.
Stop laughing.
Young Lady Scarlet's and Young Lady Isabel's weapons.
Yeah, you just noticed? 13.
I would fain give thee applause. Alas, I only have but one arm.
Oh,
Most vexing.
trailer
I
line.
shall clap with mine mouth instead. Thou shalt have to make
No, you're just
do.
like, stop talking like that. It's so annoying.
You lunatic.
I must confess, transforming doth dull the pleasure of the slice of
Yeah,
my
Blaze, I
blade.
am purposely not looking.
'Tis less
It's
like
too
a
disturbing.
cut and more of
Can't handle it.
bludgeoning. Only in this body
Focusing
can I
on the
truly
words at the
feel the
bottom.
joy of cutting something down. A poorly made thing, this body.
Whoosh. Snow White fires a barrage of missiles.
Oh,
Ego Vista's arm detaches. The sword it's holding lashes out like a whip. With precise cuts, it slices through the incoming missiles before they can even explode. The sword then swings towards Snow White's head. Snow White tilts her head slightly, evading the strike.
my apologies. 'Twas a reflex. My name was merely to deflect
You're
the
not
explosives.
decapitating me. Not
Though thou
again.
art not blameless either, attacking in the midst of conversation. Doth such conduct not violate the way of the sword?
Spare us the falsehoods. 'Tis plain to any soul that strike was aimed with intent.
Nay, nay, 'twas a mere mishap, as I said.
Ego Vista vanishes. Then lands between Nayuta and Snow White.
Ambushes are not my specialty.
The sword swings wildly. Nayuta and Snow White both block and evade, but are grazed and sliced.
Blast! Ugh.
Jeez, yikes. 1F? Neither Snow White nor Nayuta have experience against a sword-wielding opponent. They couldn't have. Against Raptures, gunfights are the standard. Some Raptures do engage in close combat, but their attacks are nothing more than straightforward physical aggression. But Ego Vista plays mind games. She targets blind spots and vital points. Nayuta knows self-defense, but not at a level to face a master like this. Against a master of the blade, neither can mount a single counterattack. Clang! Sword meets sword. Rose blocks Ego Vista's something. 14.
Well, well, if it isn't Mirror's puppet, what exactly dost thou think thou art doing?
Who knows? Perhaps facing a sword wielder after so long stirred my spirit.
So does the queen know about Rose?
A hollow husk with no blood to boil. What rubbish dost thou speak?
Rich words coming from something that imitates humans.
Their blades clash. From a distance, Mirror watches. 15.
This is no good. Ugh. They really are completely helpless. Even with half their forces remaining. They're struggling this much against a single newborn heretic. Altruria's retreat was likely due to that strange wall. These new raptures will just keep getting better. The Queen will secure the dark matter, and those half-baked things aren't going to pose an obstacle to her. Eden is still devastated, and the Ark shows no sign of mobilizing.
Yeah, Alex.
On top of
It's
that,
true.
Marion's gene is now in the Queen's hands.
16.
I've decided. It's a shame to abandon everything I've
Rigginss isn't
invested.
here, huh? I was gonna make an
The Queen
office
is on a
reference.
whole other level. Perhaps her dissent was the problem from the start. There's no other choice. This is the right call.
17.
What a waste. Both Marion and the Ark. Such a shame. After all that effort I've put in. The
Yeah, that's
Queen
why it's a
obtaining
shame.
a new body was the deciding factor. Otherwise, she could have been stopped. Right. Time is infinite. I'll just have to look for the next opportunity.
With a quiet crackle of static, Mirror vanishes. Clang, clang, clang! Rose and Ego Vista's blades clash in a flurry of exchanges. They are evenly matched, but one side begins to falter. The difference in physical specs is overwhelming, but the difference in swordsmanship is overwhelming enough to cancel it out. Rose drives Ego Vista back. Hey,
Impossible! How?
You were going on about the way of the sword. You should know how meaningless ideals are when they're bereft of power.
And he's chewing on my
Silence, thou empty
earbuds.
husk!
Ego Vista swings her blade in desperation. Her movements are wide and sweeping, the kind that happens when emotion overtakes the body. Rose ducks and raises her blade. All she needs to do is lightly deflect and charge forward to pierce the core.
As expected, nothing beats Scar's swordsmanship.
Clang. Crack. Ego Vista's blade drives deep into Rose's upper body. Rose collapses.
A pity. The sword was
Otter,
too
that's a good
warm,
one.
too frail to endure mine strikes.
18. Yeah, seriously, Night Sky.
That it should
Impatient.
end thus. I find it nothing short of regrettable.
She would fail that whole later ratification marshmallow test. She glances toward Nayuta to call for backup, but sees her staring into the distance, her face frozen in horror.
We are undone. Ugh. Just as I feared.
Who you gonna call?
We ought not have joined hands with an outsider.
Snow White follows Nayuta's gaze. Dozens of glowing red orbs of light hurtle toward Nayuta.
Mantra!
You're the one. A thunderous roar echoes in the distance, sending vibrations rippling through the air. The sound slowly draws closer.
Nayuta, what's happening?
Mount Mantra and make haste. Retreat, I say!
Nayuta!
When my replicas perish, their nymph returns unto me. The scores of replicas whose whereabouts were lost here have failed. They met their end whilst afflicted with corruption.
Uh-oh.
Then those lights.
Oh,
Corruption
shit.
of nymph! That light yonder! Mine own nymph, now corrupted! It comes for me. There is no evading
Well,
it.
shit.
Then you.
Go at once. No more words.
So that never occurred to her it could happen? Mantra crashes through the wall. Mantra crashes through the wall. Snow White hesitates. She locks eyes
Fret
with
not,
Nayuta.
I beseech thee. There is no shortage of what may replace me.
Understood.
Snow White mounts Mantra. The beast gallops off. Snow White's gaze turns to the fallen Rose. Ego Vista stares at the ground as if dejected. While Mantra gallops on, Snow White bends down and lifts the battered Rose. With Snow White and Rose aboard, Mantra leaves the area in an instant. Nayuta watches the ominous red lights converging on her.
Mirror? Things shall not unfold according to thy will.
Nayuta presses her palms together. Light bursts from her body.
Though mine original self be forfeit here, there is no want of replicas to succeed me.
Thwack. Ego Vista's blade smashes into Nayuta's face, sending her tumbling across the ground. Nayuta's vision swims as she is struck by the flat of the sword.
Ugh.
Self-destruction? How terribly boring.
Bitch!
Mirror!
I've had my eye on you for quite some time. There's no better material for a puppet than you. I've always coveted you for that. Ah, I should mention about your clones. I've already taken care of them, in case things came to this. Injecting corruption directly into your body would be pointless. You would only cure yourself. But even you cannot withstand this much corruption being planted in your nymph.
Traitorous scum!
Don't look at me like that. I believed in you and cooperated with you in good faith. But I'm simply too disappointed. Please know that my feelings were genuine before.
Vile wretch! I swear I shall!
Sorry, but you should know. I'll do whatever it takes to win, too.
The red lights enter Nayuta's body. She struggles, but goes still after a moment. I'm not gonna cry, guys. A short time passes. The red-eyed monk rises to her feet.
How do you feel?
20.
This is exactly why corrupted puppets are so boring. Oh well, I'll just have to make do with your performance. Now then, could you call all your clones here? There's something I've been wanting to try for some time.
The red-eyed monk sits cross-legged and closes her eyes. Oh dear. Light rises upward. Watching that light, Mirror smiles. Seriously, Morgana. I'm not gonna cry, it's okay. Mimi is on my laptop, by the way. SFM, I swore one time, and I think it was justified. A few days later in Eden. 21. Johann's mind is unsettled. Since the battle with the Queen, there has not been a single day his heart has been at peace. That painful defeat weighs heavily on him. What happened afterward only made things more complicated. The corruption in Nayuta's true body.
This is devastating.
It'll be fine. Knowing her, she'll come out of this like it's nothing. Then, right on cue, she'll waltz in looking smug as ever.
But you said she was corrupted.
Even that won't be a problem.
She said she can fight off corruption.
I believe in Nayuta.
I can't tell if that's trust or just blind optimism.
She may not have always told us everything, but she's always been thinking several steps ahead.
She has so many Walmarts left to visit.
Times.
The story isn't over.
Things will be all right. I trust her.
Fine. Then I'll trust the monk too. Come to think of it, there's no
You guys
way
made me look
someone
so
as
cute even though
conniving
she's
as
being
her
on my
would be
laptop.
struck down like a dog.
She's all
She
cuddled.
must have something up her sleeve.
The Rapture strategist called Mirror. The newborn Raptures the Queen is said to be creating. New heretics like Altruia and Ego Vista. There may be even more. There probably are. Liberalio, who arrived in Eden with only her head remaining. Rose, severely damaged, now unresponsive with only her brainwaves still active. An unidentified weapon dubbed Red Shoes. So many new and unfamiliar things keep converging in Eden. Johann is conservative by nature. He's not accustomed to accepting things he doesn't have a full grasp on. His years spent on the surface have only pushed that tendency to an even greater extreme. 21. Squelch. Johann steps on something. He frowns and slowly lifts his foot. A sticky black liquid stretches between his boot and the floor. 22. Johann's head hurts. He's afraid to open the door before him, but you can no longer ignore the noise coming from outside. Hold on just a second. Sorry, guys. Gotta do an OCD compulsion real quick. Gotta look at a good word. Okay, continue. After taking a short breath, Johan opens the door.
Hey, I told you not to eat every single thing you find.
Excuse me.
Who? Was it Ziz?
Huh? No, it wasn't me.
Then who was it?
Oh, sorry. I gave it to her. Was I not supposed to?
She refuses to eat her meals because she keeps snacking all the time.
That's how it be.
Come on. Kids should be able to eat what they want.
You can't go through life just doing whatever you want. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do.
Wow, you're being all philosophical all of a sudden.
This is certainly heavy.
See? It's too heavy for you to lift, isn't it?
I said it was heavy. I didn't say I couldn't lift it.
Wow. A pseudo-human like you could lift my pincers?
It's no big deal. It's your turn.
You want me to lift your weapon? I could do that with one hand.
23.
What the? How do you carry all of this around?
With my strength, of course.
My strength.
The subarm distributes the weight. There's no way you could lift it with strength alone.
You little liar.
How funny would it have been
Even
if
if the
only
weight
one
is
had
distributed,
actually unalived
I'm
the
still
queen,
lifting it with
and then
my
Mira
own
betrays
strength.
everyone and goes back to the lift to find it empty?
The total weight
Embarrassing.
doesn't change simply because it's distributed.
That would teach her a lesson.
Allow
Not decide
me,
so
the
quickly.
ever-astute Bahamut, to enlighten you. It's called the law of the totality of mass.
There's no such law.
I was mistaken. Was it the law of weight conservation?
That's not a thing either.
And what would you know about that to act so smug? Don't underestimate the brilliance of my intelligence.
Pardon me, but what are you reading?
A blank notebook.
Cecil's like, well, I did win NPC of the year,
But it
so...
became blank. I, in my infinite wisdom, absorbed all the knowledge in it, rendering it blank.
I've never heard of such a thing in my life.
Wow, check out her forehead, Cecil. It's so smooth.
Hey! Don't touch my forehead.
Goodness, you could practically use it as a mirror.
Shiny. It's blinding. Ow! My eyes!
24.
I mean, the sun is so blinding.
1F, yeah, I'm really confused that the queen knew about Rose, but was fine with Mira controlling her and didn't have any concerns there. His brain mobilizes every resource at its disposal in order to find a way to bring order to this chaotic situation. He combs through his memory and speaks the words he once used to resolve situations like these. Vada Kedavra. But things do not quiet down at all. Johan's head pounds. Johan's head pounds. He was... Blah, blah, blah. He quickly assesses what's happening. He approaches the source of the commotion. The person whom everyone is shouting at. 25?
What is it?
Are you the leader?
You could say that.
Leader's
For
a
the
strong
time being.
word.
We need to sort some things out. You call yourselves the Four Beast, correct?
What was it that, the Maleficent
You're
Quartet?
heretics
Yes,
who created the Queen,
indeed.
and you're her associates.
Yes.
You saddle up to just about anyone, don't you? I've been briefed about you ahead of time. You're...
Johan is startled by the sudden strange sensation against his leg. He looks down. A girl is clinging to his leg. 26.
My. Just a
There you go,
kid and
Prefa, yes.
already taken with a handsome face.
Johan ignores the girl and continues.
As I was saying, your
Hug me.
end goal is... I have a hard time believing you helped us out of...
Hug me.
She's like, that's not a request.
Will. So I need you to be clear about your intentions. You're aware of who we're going up against.
Hug me.
27. Johan bends down and lifts the girl up. He holds her out at arm's length and looks at her. 28.
Hug me.
I don't know how I'm supposed to hug you.
Just wrap your arms snug around
He's
her.
never heard of a hug? Length? Yeah, that's a good point. Was that 29? Johan brings the girl into his brace. She falls asleep almost instantly.
She's asleep.
You're right. She'll sleep in just about
Thank you, Prefa.
anyone's arms.
Do I have to keep holding her like this?
Yes. If you put her down, there will be hell to pay.
What do you mean by that?
She'll cry and scream and all that.
How long do I have to stay like this?
Probably until she wakes up.
You've got robot arms. It's fine. Johan looks down at the sleeping girl in his arms. The thoughts that had been tormenting him moments ago are completely gone. Focusing all his attention on holding the girl, Johan stood frozen in place. This is the first time Cecil has seen this side of Johan. She bursts out laughing in the end.
All right. I have a clear picture of what's going on. We'll cooperate.
Do I need to remind you of who we're up against?
There's no need. We've met her.
30.
So, that was the queen? No wonder. What would happen if we leave her alone?
I have no idea at all. According to Snow White, she's establishing a new faction. Which means they intend to create a world of their own. Any notion of coexistence is just a pipe dream.
31. Leviathan stares at the girl asleep in Johan's
That's
arms.
reason enough. We're in.
Good.
So we just wait until the young man contacts us?
For now, yes.
Understood. We'll wait then.
32.
Isn't she heavy?
No, I've gotten the hang of it.
I see.
The girl suddenly opens her eyes wide. She slips out of Johan's arms and runs off. 34?
Hey! Where are you going? Honestly, I can't take my eyes off her for even a second.
Leviathan chases after the girl. Johan rises and follows. Without the slightest hesitation, the girl runs through Eden. Something about her path she's taking what? The place she's heading to is clearly 35? The girl quietly stares at Marion, lying there as if asleep. She waves her hand in front of her face, but Marion does not wake. She reaches out and places her hand on Marion's chest. No heartbeat can be felt. The girl takes a step back and places her hand on her own chest. She feels 2 heartbeats. The girl continues to stare at Marion. Alrighty. Just a sec.
Fire!
Here we go. Rat-a-tat-tat. I guess I'm adding the 36. Mass-produced Nikke's open fire on Dorothy. Dorothy effortlessly evades the fusillade, lost in thought.
I suppose this must be because of the Queen.
The Ark's leadership must already know that the Queen has come to the surface. Information that is highly confidential. They're attacking me on grounds that I disclose that information. I'm not ready with my Dorothy voice. I'm a failure. But this is not what I had in mind. One would expect leadership would summon me for a meeting, or even for an interrogation for leaking classified intel. Whoa, what the fudge? Mimi, what did you... Sorry, Mimi pushed the button. I intended to make my case for the necessity of the Third Surface Reclamation War, but of course leadership couldn't possibly be swayed. But for the Nikkes who are completely kept in the dark, and the civilians who are equally uninformed, the mounting chaos within the Ark would have been more than enough to shake them to the core. I need to be the one who puts those fears to rest. It's impossible to explain everything to them, as it were, so some degree of deception is necessary. That way, it will be easier to incite them. After all, what people want are visible facts and solutions. What lies beneath never interests them. The performance I've put on in the Ark until now should be sufficient to draw in both Nikkes and the people alike. Rat-a-tat-tat. But this I did not anticipate. I didn't think they would attack without warning. And in the middle of the city, no less.
What's going on?
Dorothy avoids every bullet as they rain down on her. Citizens flee in terror or collapse to the ground. She moves carefully so no one gets hurt. Any casualties will prove fatal to her plan. Even the slightest association to what is going on would be just as fatal.
You little rat! Where are my damned reinforcements?
The moment Doban's shout fades, a swarm of mass-produced Nikkes appear. He opened fire on Dorothy. 37.
This could go on forever.
Dorothy dashes forward. Weaving the hail of bullets, she charges toward the mass-produced Nikkes spread into formation. She does not draw her gun. Instead, using hand-to-hand combat, she takes them down one by one. With no knowledge of close quarters combat, the mass-produced Nikkes begin to fall. Dorothy keeps dropping them without pause.
Damn pilgrim!
Deputy Chief Doban.
Oh, so you know who I am.
Information on the Ark's Commander-in-Chief and Deputy Chiefs is kept well hidden. With the exception of yours, so it left an impression. Given the low security clearance, I assume you aren't anyone of significance.
Burn. 38.
I don't believe we've formally been introduced. Have we met before?
Like hell we have.
Then, do you hold some personal grudge against me?
It's nothing personal.
True SFM.
I'm acting on behalf of the Ark.
What did you say?
I've known about your little scheme all along. I won't let you have your revenge on the Ark.
39.
Revenge on the Ark? What on earth are you...
You're part of the Goddess Squad. And you're the acting leader, Dorothy. That's
40?
right. You must want revenge, don't you? The Ark should have been yours, and yet there's no place for any of you in it. But I won't allow it. But as long as I, Deputy Chief Doban, am here, you won't have your revenge on the Ark.
You... How do you know any of this?
Yeah. Seeing Dorothy's reaction, Doban becomes certain. This is it. This is real. With this, he can make a name for himself. Yeah, that's what matters. Doban was born in the Outer Rim. He was raised by a father who dealt with the stress of a difficult life by beating him mercilessly. To this day, he's unsure if that man was truly his father. Perhaps that was simply what he wanted to believe. One day, while living hand-to-mouth as a collector, a central government soldier showed up in Ephialtes. Everyone groveled before the soldier and obtained food and money in return. Doban polished the soldier's shoes out of curiosity, and the soldier gave him money. It was a large sum that would take 3 months of work to earn, but he turned down the money. Instead, he smiled and claimed he was only doing this because he enjoyed it. The soldier took an interest in this young boy from the Outer Rim, one who expected no compensation. The soldier stayed in Effialtes for a month, putting Doban to work as his errand boy. Doban served the soldier wholeheartedly, and on the last day the soldier said to him, "Come to the Ark and serve me there." And so Doban received an identification chip from the soldier and headed for the Ark. 1 month was all it took. The identification chip that everyone in the Outer Rim could only dream of had come to him simply because he had served an unnamed soldier for a month. It didn't take long for him to realize that everything he so desperately desired in the Outer Rim is easily obtained in the Ark. Doban lived as a citizen of the Ark before becoming a soldier. One day an opportunity arose for him to tour the Outer Rim, which he accepted without hesitation. He did so because he found himself missing his hometown. The moment he crossed the partition, however, Doban was horrified. Had this place always been this filthy and dark? Someone approached him and polished his shoes. It was the man he used to call father. The man repeatedly bowed and polished Doban's shoes, but had no idea who Doban was. Doban ground the man underfoot, then fled the Outer Rim. He was ashamed that he came from such a putrid cesspool. He despised himself for ever considering that place home, and for missing it even briefly. From that day on, Doban became vitriolic in his disdain for the Outer Rim. He believed that if the Outer Rim disappeared, his shameful and disgusting past would disappear along with it. He proposed a policy targeting the Outer Rim to the central government. The policy called for isolating the Outer Rim and designating it as a dumping ground. The central government approved the proposal and gave Doban full oversight. From the central government's perspective, the Outer Rim had always been a headache, but abandoned or not, it was still a place where people lived. But the policy Doban presented treated the Outer Rim as a place bereft of inhabitants. If things went wrong, all blame could be pinned on Doban. From the central government's perspective, there was no reason to refuse. The Outer Rim began to turn into hell. Doban soon gained recognition for his role in resolving such a troublesome matter, and rose to a high-ranking position. From then on, Doban directed all troublesome and unsavory matters into the Outer Rim. The place descended further into hell. Meanwhile, the quality of life in the Ark continued to rise. As a result of this repeated cycle, Doban rose to the position of Deputy Chief. He felt on top of the world, that someone like him from the Outer Rim could rise all the way to Deputy Chief. It felt like a dream. But that was where it ended. With the Ark stabilized, there was nothing left to dump in the Outer Rim. Whenever problems arose in the Ark, he engineered it to appear as the Outer Rim's handiwork, only to be repeatedly foiled by the Underworld Queen and Exotic. He hears whispers behind his back. He's accused of selling out his own hometown for a promotion, and now that he's without a scapegoat, he's powerless. Doban began to grow anxious. He had a dream to make the Ark his own personal fiefdom. The thought of an Outer Rim native standing atop the Ark filled him with unbridled joy. But he had no way of getting there. Save for his capacity for inhumane methods, Doban had no real talent. His standing naturally began to erode, and nobody acknowledged his worth. He was excluded from important meetings, and he was not even assigned a Nikke to his name. He concluded that both his position as Deputy Chief and his place as a soldier and citizen of the Ark were at risk if things continued. He needed to prove himself, but he was incompetent. That was when the pilgrim Dorothy arrived in the Ark. He found it suspicious. The timing was too conspicuous. Doban became certain Dorothy had ulterior motives and began investigating her. When Dorothy left the Ark on an exploration mission on the Utopia, he went so far as to plant a bug on her to find out her motives. However, he learned nothing of significance, and there was no information about Dorothy anywhere in the Ark either. A Nikke without records shouldn't exist. After exhaustive inquiries, Doban uncovered the existence of the Forbidden Library. His position as Deputy Chief made that a possibility. Doban set out to comb through the Forbidden Library. However, the library's doors remained closed to him. Breaking in without authorization would be a death sentence, even for a Deputy Chief. Since there was no way to access the Forbidden Library, Doban was left stomping his feet in frustration. After days of lurking around the Forbidden Library, he spotted a Nikke scoping out the same area. Doban sensed that an opportunity would present itself in some form. And sure enough, something miraculous happened. There was a blackout in the Ark shortly after. The Nikke who had been loitering came sprinting out with a book in hand. Doban shot the Nikke in the head, stole the book from her, and fled. After reading everything written in that book, Doban let out a shout of triumph. All records from the Forbidden Library carry inherent credibility, so the contents of the book could be trusted. He became certain of Dorothy's intention. He was convinced if he killed Dorothy before she brought ruin to the Ark, his standing would solidify for good. Do you guys ever get this thing? I don't know if it's the autism where, like, my eyes feel like they're too CE and my mouth feels too talky and I don't like it and I can feel my velum moving and it's upsetting me. I had to pause. It was upsetting me too much. I need to close my eyes and stop talking for a second or I'm gonna freak out. It was just too much of the lines. Too fast. Made me freak out. Too many. Okay. And keep going. Eliminating the instigator intent on destroying the Ark right before any damage occurred. Just imagining himself as the hero who averted the crisis and saved the Ark filled him with joy. Doban, guardian of the Ark. While he stood, peace would reign in the Ark forever. I feel my palate and my velum too much.
How do you know?
You guys don't even know where those are, do you?
Everybody in the Ark knows it. Why would you think I wouldn't know? And I know your motives, too. Goddess Squad, the goddess of victory, humanity's hope. To think that you, one of those legendary Nikkes, could have fallen this far. Pathetic. We will never hand the Ark over.
I see. So you knew everything. So, what exactly do you plan to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? I eliminate the outsider who is trying to throw the Ark into chaos.
Just one question. Why did you abandon us?
What are you talking about? You're the ones who abandoned the Ark.
What did you say?
The Goddess Squad demanded far too much. You wanted half of the Ark and the seat of supreme authority. Free control over military forces and unlimited access to resources. You didn't care what happened to the citizens. All you did was constantly demand things to serve your own interests. You even threatened us with force. Fortunately, the Ark was strong enough to withstand your assault. And when defeated, all of you fled the Ark with your tails tucked between your legs.
Wait, is this what was written, or is he just effing with her?
Despite all that, to honor your contributions, the Ark elevated you to myth, enshrined you in monuments, and passed down your legend through the generations. Instead of gratitude toward the Ark, this is how you repay us?
Liar!
Have you ever seen us in person?
True bacon.
No. I was born in the Ark.
42. 41, 42.
So that's how they recorded it.
43. Doban knows the whole truth. He knows the author of the Forbidden Library foresaw what fate awaited the Goddess Squad upon entering the Ark. He knows they took on the role of villain to prevent the goddesses from being forgotten, and he knows why the goddesses ended up being the way they did. ended up the way they did, but he doesn't say anything. What matters now is for him, the Ark's deputy chief, to take down the outsider blinded by revenge and earn his merit. So he must provoke Dorothy into giving him what he wants.
All units! This pilgrim has spread misinformation and incited unrest in the Ark. I want her captured alive. We must keep the Ark safe. We cannot allow an outsider to ruin everything we've built.
You really do have a way with words.
It's a battle of falsehood against falsehood. If the official narrative regarding the Goddess Squad is as Doban says, then Birmingham's passive treatment of her makes sense, but it doesn't matter. The people whom Dorothy must appeal to are not those in power, but the Nikkes and the ordinary citizens. Dorothy holds irrefutable proof that the Queen has descended. Whatever Doban says about Dorothy's true intentions will crumble before the undeniable physical disaster looming ahead. Both lies will come to light one day, but Dorothy is confident in her victory. If the truth is great enough, even the small lies mixed into it have a way of becoming the truth. To ensure that she'll come out on top when that decisive moment arrives, Dorothy decides she must first control public sentiment. Dorothy once again cuts through the mass-produced Nikkes. Escaping would be easy, as would subduing them, but I need to come off as the victim, since the public tends to side with the weak. I'll give them just enough of a fight and take some hits, but under no circumstances can I use my gun, and there must be absolutely no casualties. I must appear as someone targeted by the central government for telling the truth. Doban's actions here will give the Nikkes and citizens the confirmation they need. Confirmation that the central government has been deceiving the Ark.
Why don't you take a nap?
Dorothy drives her knee into the abdomen of a mass-produced Nikke. The Nikke bends at the waist and groans. At that moment, boom. The mass-produced Nikke explodes, sending fragments scattering everywhere.
Huh?
44? The Nikke beside her charges with a shriek and lunges at Dorothy, trying to grab her. Dorothy reflexively dodges and breaks the Nikke's stance. Boom. The Nikke staggers, then detonates. Alright, cliffhanger. Alright, friends. Gonna go sit in a dark room silently with my eyes closed for a little bit. Hopefully finish tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight. And oh, let me do these 2 requests real quick. This one I just peanut butter cup. Does that work for you? Or should I do it like Scooby? Oh, peanut butter up. Oh, it's peanut butter. I mean Scooby-Doo. Let's see. You're full-bodied and sweet. See, Snow, this is why you use a shotgun. More spread, more eyes to blind. All right, friends. Majram.